Okay, hello, esteemed professionals and valued participants. My name is Engineer Ido Ofikwe, registered civil engineer practicing in Nigeria. It is with great enthusiasm that I welcome you to a transformative journey through the world of structural engineering design excellence. As pioneers in engineering innovation, Tracforth Engineering, in collaboration with Prota Software Incorporated, are proud to present a groundbreaking webinar series titled Forging Tomorrow's Structures from Blueprints to Beyond, Elevating Structural Engineering Design Masteries with ProtaStructure. In the rapidly evolving landscape of engineering, the ability to master structural design is paramount. Over the course of 4 weeks, commencing on August 24th, which is today, we invite you to embark on a comprehensive exploration of ProtaStructure, a revolutionary software that empowers all stakeholders in the architecture, engineering, and construction to transcend conventional boundaries and reshape the future of structural design. Okay, what do we need to expect from this special webinar series? Each week of this series will be a gateway to deeper understanding, offering real-world insights that bridge the gap between theory and practice. Our expert speakers, drawn from both the Prota team and Tracforth Engineering, will guide you through the intricacies of ProtaStructure's capabilities and applications. From the fundamentals of interface navigation to the art of seamless collaboration through building information modeling, BIM, we are committed to equipping you with the tools you need to excel as a structural engineer. As we navigate through diverse themes, from mastering design fundamentals to achieving innovation and safety, this series isn't just about software. It is about forging a new era of creativity, efficiency, and sustainable solutions in structural engineering. Alongside our esteemed speakers, we encourage your active participation, questions, and engagement. Together, we will create a vibrant and collaborative learning environment that fosters growth and knowledge sharing. At the heart of this event lies our dedication to showcasing real-world success stories where ProtaStructure has played a pivotal role. Through dynamic discussions, case studies, and a sneak peek into ProtaStructure's future, we aim to transform the way you approach structural design challenges. As we embark on this journey, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to all of you who have joined us. Your presence enriches the dialogue and your engagement drives the essence of our mission. Let's stand at the forefront of design innovation, propelling ourselves from blueprints to the boundless possibilities that lie beyond. Thank you for joining us in this pursuit of knowledge, mastery, and engineering excellence. Now, who are we? Tracforth Engineering is registered with Corporate Affairs Commission to practice engineering in Nigeria, and not just that, we are also the authorized partner of ProtaStructure, Prota Software in Nigeria. Thank you very much for this participation as we continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Ido. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I am Anil from Technical Support Team at Prota Software. Here is our agenda for today. I will quickly talk about the journey of Prota, provide a very brief background about us, what we offer, and the core advantages of our software technologies and services. Then we will have a glance to the projects that are delivered using ProtaStructure. So let's start. As you might know, ProtaStructure 2022 is a unique platform for building design and the sole offering that we provide for customers worldwide. You might ask, what makes ProtaStructure unique? So we differentiate ourselves by integrating modeling, analysis, design, detailing, fabrication, and BIM processes, seamlessly allowing you to integrate the whole process in a single solution. So this allows our users to rapidly deliver their projects using a single software. Hence the reason we refer to ProtaStructure as an all-in-one software. ProtaStructure Suite consists of 4 different modules and can be provided as a single package. We have ProtaStructure, which is the core system for modeling, analysis, and design of your structures. It is complemented with other tools. ProtaDetails, a complete CAD system for automated detailing and drawings. It focuses on reinforced concrete detailing and includes a unique design library of calculations for designing things like retaining walls and piles. ProtaSteel complements steel design by automating all the steelwork connection design, providing comprehensive steel detailing and automated connection design of your structures. Important to note, we provide assembly and part drawings and calculation reports for connections within ProtaSteel. Also, you can communicate to other software through ProtaSteel. And finally, ProtaBIM allows you to connect with other tools and systems that you may be using, allowing you to collaborate better with your teammates. It has bidirectional integration with Autodesk Revit. ProtaBIM also allows you to communicate with other BIM platforms and software solutions through IFC and SAF files, or even you can share your analytical model data with SAP 2000 and ETABS. So we have been expanding our reach around the world, covering 25 international design codes, 9 languages, such as Polish, Spanish, Portuguese, English, and Thai. We have also been busy creating design guides and insights into how the software works. For example, many of our users benefit from technical guides that cover guidance to, for example, punching shear checks, foundation design, seismic design, retrofitting, and many other topics. At this point, we support over 85 countries around the world through partners like in Nigeria or throughout our offices. And you can see these figures being represented on the screen. Through the world map, you can see an overview of our footprint as Prota Software. Our partners are represented by yellow dots, and the hexagons represent direct presence in those nations. We are determined to continue increasing our partner network along with our user base. It is only a matter of time until we cover most of the countries all around the world. Here, I want to briefly summarize some of the milestones of Prota Software's journey throughout the years. Some of you might actually know us from back in 1992 as Prota launched ProBina Orion, which is the world's first concrete building design and detailing system. In 2005, ProBina Orion had provided the first ever building solution for retrofitting and rehabilitation. In 2007, Prota invested in BIM technology and launched ProtaBIM, which is, as I mentioned before, provides bidirectional physical model integration. In 2014, Prota Software introduced our unique ProtaStructure Suite. And in 2018, Prota team delivered the world's largest passenger terminal building. The structural design of this project was delivered with ProtaStructure Suite. If you would like to read more on this, feel free to visit our webpage and check out some of the success stories we have published there. And in 2022, we stand having spread the software in 85 countries and continue to grow our user base. As you know, there are several BIM software solutions that offer various services such as modeling and analysis, design, component design, detailing and drafting, fabrication, and structural BIM. Our core advantage is that ProtaStructure Suite offers these important features in a single suite. So we can confidently say ProtaStructure is a software for streamlined modeling and analysis. a software for designing your steel connection, concrete beams, core walls, foundations, and more. A CAD software for dedicated structural drafting and producing all your engineering drawings with component design for other project elements such as retaining walls. It is a fabrication software for producing all of your construction and shop detail drawings, and a BIM software for communicating all of this to other project team members. As mentioned earlier, ProtaStructure forms the core of our suites. It's the BIM design solution for concrete and steel buildings. Some of the capabilities offered are flexible 2D and 3D modeling, multi-material modeling with physical objects, analysis and detailed design to international seismic and design codes, full design reporting and quantity takeoff, and so on. With ProtaStructure, your business will benefit from rapid modeling on an easy-to-use platform while effortlessly creating your intelligent drawings and full design documentation with the availability of a wide range of international design and seismic codes. Working with ProtaStructure, ProtaDetails is a revolutionary system for automatically creating and organizing all of your structural concrete detail drawings. The ProtaDetails can automatically calculate quantity takeoff for full or partial. It is linked to the ProtaStructure model. Therefore, you can reflect the changes in ProtaStructure model to the drawing in ProtaDetails automatically. There are many macros built in ProtaDetails, which will make you save time on component design. We continuously expand our library of component macros in ProtaDetails. You can save hours of drafting time by seamlessly extracting the design details from ProtaStructure and automatically arranging them onto your company drawing sheets. Besides these unique features, ProtaDetails is a powerful CAD software, so you can use it for your daily CAD software. ProtaSteel is our all-in-one steel detailing solution that allows structural engineers and detailers to perform automated steel connection design and produce high-quality steel assembly and part drawings in a few minutes. You can take models designed in ProtaStructure directly into ProtaSteel and save hours with the automated design of a comprehensive range of bolted and welded steel connections of your choice. Similar to ProtaDetails, ProtaSteel is also connected to ProtaStructure. Therefore, the changes in the ProtaStructure model can be reflected to ProtaSteel. Even the modeling is done in ProtaStructure. You can add ancillary steel members in ProtaSteel, such as handrails, purlins, and girts. Furthermore, ProtaSteel allows you to export the model to other BIM software. And finally, with ProtaBIM, allow engineers to easily create, communicate, and coordinate models with other project stakeholders, including architects, fabricators, BIM specialists, and owners. Using our revolutionary Prota Hub technology, you can easily create models from a range of data formats such as DXF files, IFC files, SAR files, and from Autodesk Revit. So ProtaStructure is developed with BIM in mind. Here on this slide, you can see the entire BIM flow of our software solutions. Remember that these solutions are offered in a single economical suite called ProtaStructure Enterprise. So just to recap on our capabilities, you can bidirectionally link your models to other BIM platforms and software solutions like Revit with the latest data formats, including IFC, DXF, and SAF. You can use ProtaDetails, our structural drawing and detailing software, for automatically creating and organizing all of your reinforced concrete drawings only with a single click. And you can take models designed in ProtaStructure directly into ProtaSteel and save hours with automated design of a comprehensive range of bolted and welded steel connections. You can even transfer and compare your analytical model with other general-purpose analysis software such as ETABS and SAP 2000. You can also create and share highly visual calculation reports with Microsoft Office and PDF export abilities. So product excellence is a necessity in our sector, and it is also the key to our success. ProtaStructure is being used by thousands of large enterprises all around the world. Some of them are seen here. These organizations have been using our products to deliver their engineering projects. As I mentioned earlier, ProtaStructure was used in modeling and designing of the biggest passenger terminal building of the world, which is located in Istanbul, covering 1.5 million square meters. And Mr. Daniel Kubin has made a statement attributing to the added success to ProtaStructure's ability to perform project variations quickly, economically, and accurately. If I may continue with a few other real-life project examples completed using ProtaStructure, this is the largest university campus project in Istanbul that was also delivered with ProtaStructure Suite. There were over 50 buildings within the campus project, covering almost 1 million square meters of construction area. There are also some prestigious projects delivered with ProtaStructure Suite from our clients across Southeast Asia and Europe, such as the Stage Building and Camel Street in London, as well as the Stoner IPO Hospital and Oasis Tower in Kuala Lumpur. Again, another client have delivered very prestigious structures using ProtaStructure Suite. A few other examples from Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya in Malaysia. You can see Garden Mall and Resort City projects that was delivered in Malaysia with ProtaStructure Suite. And a shopping mall in Singapore and an office building is among other projects delivered with ProtaStructure Suite. Several hospitals were also designed with ProtaStructure. One worthy note is that these hospitals are also seismically retrofitted buildings. With ProtaStructure's unique seismic capabilities, you can insert seismic isolators into your buildings. Again, several international airports and train terminals across Russia, Kosovo, Egypt, and Turkey were delivered with ProtaStructure Suite. Multi-purpose buildings can also be designed with ProtaStructure. This project specifically comprises of residential buildings, swimming pools, indoor parking lots, and office spaces. This data center is another interesting project delivered with ProtaStructure. It stands out with its state-of-the-art technology as well as the security capabilities it offers. The data center was designed as earthquake resistance, as the center utilizes a total of 87 seismic isolators in its floors. And this is the USA Embassy building located in Papua New Guinea, which was also designed with ProtaStructure Suite. And this project is designed by Mr. Ofiku himself using ProtaStructure. The University Dome project is currently under construction in Nigeria. This is another project from Nigeria. The residential complex is supported by PAL Foundation. Another fascinating work from our users in Nigeria. As a summary, you can see that our strength lies in buildings and building-like structures. You can pretty much design any type of buildings with ProtaStructure Suite. Here you can see a variety of other buildings such as stadiums, auditoriums, playground roofs, hangar building, modeled and designed by our users around the world. So, what do you offer to our clients that have become customers? Our licensed users of ProtaStructure Suite do not just benefit from their licensed software technology alone. We give every new license owner with a 1 year of maintenance to ensure a smooth onboarding period for newcomers. Hence, within this framework, our customers are given access to our comprehensive and dynamic Prota Center, where they will be able to browse through our collection of knowledge base articles, create support tickets to get help from Prota support team, view previous tickets and follow up their status, and ask questions in community forums and easily share information with other engineers. On top of that, customers are able to receive updates and new releases during their maintenance plan. For more details, you can reach out to our global sales team separately. As I have mentioned earlier, we have been writing a lot of white papers, which are technical documents highlighting newly added features mainly. So feel free to visit protasoftware.com to have a read. I am sure you will be interested to learn about the technical details surrounding these features. So, of course, more material is made available to paid users through Prota Help Center, but the free content gives you an idea. We emphasize the importance on transparency and put much effort on being transparent with our users and believe in a healthy two-way communication from our community to ensure ProtaStructure Suite continues to benefit engineers around the world on a daily basis. Talking about the free content, please check out our YouTube channel, which is called ProtaStructure. Feel free to subscribe and explore our playlists. We periodically introduce new videos and playlists here and webinars that are presented. And we are available on all platforms of social media, whether you are using LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are there. You can keep up to date with all Prota-related updates there. If you are interested in our offerings, you can contact us through the Contact Us page on protasoftware.com, or you can just email to globalsales@protasoftware.com. And we would love to get to know you and hear your feedback. And thank you for bearing with me for this long. I know you are excited to see the software. So, okay, this is ProtaStructure. In this part, I will give you a brief overview on ProtaStructure. Together, we will navigate through the software. So let's start with the structure tree. And similar to every other BIM software, ProtaStructure has its structure tree on the left-hand side, which contains the information of your model. So under the structure tab, here you have your axes listed like this. So if you select any axis from this list, as you can see, they will be highlighted on the 3D view. And in addition to the axis, you have your views here, in which you can switch through. From here, also you can switch between views on the top of the view screen. And also maybe the most important feature in the structure tree is the stories part. In this part, your structural components, your components of the model are organized through stories. So you can see each and every member of your model based on their story. So you can see all of the columns in story 2, for example. You can see all of the beams, slabs, and so on. You can use this interface to select them, and maybe for complicated projects, you can use this list to find a specific member on your model easily. On the top, you are seeing our revolutionary ribbon menu. This ribbon menu is designed considering the workflow of designing a project. So you will start your project by setting out your building. Then you model your structural members. Then you continue with loading. And before the analysis, you review your model, your loading, your sections. And you continue with the analysis. And after the analysis, you design your members and get your detailed drawings and calculation reports. So let us start with the building setup tab. Here you will see the basic buttons like new project, open a project, save as, and so on. And right next to it, you will see the quick start part, which contains the different ways of starting a new project in ProtaStructure. So you can call another ProtaStructure model using merge building models and link model manager. You can import IFC files. You can import DXF files. You can import SAF models. You can import from Revit, and also you can use external reference drawings to follow up. And right next to it, you will see the materials tab. Materials are, as you know, very important for structural design. So we have created a well-organized material selection material window here. So in ProtaStructure, you can have different floors with different materials. So you can add different stories having different material from here. And then for each story, if you like, for each story, you can change the materials for columns, walls, beams separately. The similar applies to the steel members. You can have different steel grades for different types of members. Also, for the rebars, you can specify the available rebar diameters in your region from here for different types of materials, again, for columns, walls, beams, and so on. And the program will obey your preferences that you have made here and use the available rebars only in structural design. And also, in addition, every input here is editable, so you can change the material properties, or you can add new materials if you want. So let me continue with the settings center. Most of the parameters and settings related to the use of program, the interface related to the design preferences are organized in this options pane. Here, for example, you can change language of the software. You can change the theme, and you can change your units and formats. So you can change the units in anytime you want. For example, you can change the units after you model the structure, after the analysis. You can change the units anytime during the design process. We have three main unit systems, which are SI, NKS, and Imperial. So again, here you can change the label settings, the display of labels in plan view. You can change them here from here. And most importantly, you can change your design codes. So ProtaStructure supports many design codes all around the world. So you can just change them by clicking on them, and you can select the code you want from the list. And in addition, you can change some design related stuff for elements. For example, you can change your rebar preferences for columns. You can change the rebar patterns for your beams. You can make many adjustments regarding to design of the members. Also, another important thing here is the template management part. So ProtaStructure uses templates which contains the settings in it. So we provide you some localized templates at the beginning. Once you want to create a new project, you have to select a template. And in addition to this, to these predefined templates, you can use your past projects to be your template. So you do not have to mess with the settings every time. You can use your past settings from another project. So again, next to the settings center, we have some shortcuts for certain settings. And also, if you are running a low spec PC, you can use performance mode to have a more fluent experience with ProtaStructure. And here we have load libraries for partition wall loads and slab additional loads. So from here, you can basically build your wall and make the software calculate its load value. So we have some predefined ones here. You can add new ones if you like. And also you can add new layers to the walls, for example, plaster or tiles. You just enter the thickness here, and the software will automatically calculate the total load here, total load value. Also, you can add new materials to become layers from this edit materials interface. And also another important aspect here is the story operations part. So from here, you can insert new stories to your building. You can remove existing ones. You can delete the members in a particular story, or you can generate stories from one to another. Also, the edit story menu is a very important menu in which you can see the overall information regarding to your stories. You can set your effective top story node and number of rigid basements, which are very important inputs for seismic design, especially. And again, from here, you can adjust your story bottom level so that you can arrange the other elevations, other story elevations. And also you can specify your foundation depth from here. And another aspect here is to the similar stories concept. So you can, in ProtaStructure, you can make two stories similar. In this way, if you change anything in one of the stories, the changes will be reflected to the similar stories. So you can use this feature for example, making small adjustments in your building. So you have, let's say, 10 stories. They are all similar, so you can make the changes in only one story, and the changes will be reflected to other 9. And next to the building setup, we have modeling tab. Here you have mainly 2 different ways of modeling axes. So you can model them one by one using grid. And also you can insert multiple number of orthogonal axes using orthogonal axis generator. Next to those, we have some drawing tools for slab or column edges. For example, this balcony slab here is modeled using the polyline option here. So I have drawn a polyline around the edges, and then I have inserted a slab inside it. Similarly, you can draw some polylines, encased polylines, enclosed polylines, and convert them to columns. And in the reinforced concrete modeling, we have organized all of your reinforced concrete members here in this section. You can have your columns, walls, beams, slabs, and other concrete members. Also, you can merge concrete wall panels from here and unmerge them, merge and unmerge them from here. And then, similar to the concrete members, we have grouped steel members from here. In ProtaStructure, you can model steel columns, beams, trusses, purlins, skirts, and braces. And we also have a multi-purpose frame member, which you can use for free modeling. And on top of that, you can add claddings on purlins and girts to decompose your loads. So support types are another important aspect of structural modeling. So we by default, we offer you a fixed support for both directions, but you can change it and you can add new support types from here. You can have your supports pinned or rolled, and you can arrange each and every degree of freedom from here. If you like, you can add some springs for that degree of freedoms too. And lastly, in this tab, I wanna mention the plane definition. The plane definition is mainly used to model slanted members. So you can model an imaginary plane. You can define an imaginary plane on the plan, and then you can make your members, your slabs, for example, your beams, to adjust to that plane so that you can have slanted slabs or beams. So now we have covered the modeling part. Now let's move on to the loading. The first thing here is the load cases and combinations. So ProtaStructure can automatically produce your load cases and combinations according to the selected design codes and your preferences that you have selected here. You have you have separated the vertical loads and horizontal loads from these tabs so that you can set your preferred settings, and if you press OK button, the combinations will be automatically created. And if those are not enough for you, those load cases are not enough for you, you can add your user-defined load case. And after adding those load cases, you can edit those numbers here, those coefficients for each load case here, to include your user-defined load case into the load combinations. And of course, you can add new load combinations by using this add button, and you can delete them with the delete button. So the next up is the load editor. ProtaStructure has a comprehensive load editor in which you can see every applied load on a certain story, and also you can open this load editor in an element base, which I will show you in a minute. So from here, you can see all of the loads applied to the structure. You can apply new loads to the selected load case here. Also, another important note here is, let's click on this one and we can see the properties of this load, and it says this load is decomposed from 2S1 slab. So what this means is ProtaStructure automatically decomposes the slab loads into your beams during the modeling phase with the default method, which is the yield line method. So we also have finite element method decomposition, but you have to conduct a finite element decomposition analysis to do that. But for the yield line method, they are automatically decomposed during the modeling phase. So also let me show you the load editor in the element base. Here you can only see the 2C10 column, so that you can apply your loads, point loads, uniform loads, trapezoidal loads on the column separately from the other members. Also, if you you can copy and paste those loads between the similar elements, the applied loads. And let's move on to the seismic parameters. So we have a very comprehensive seismic parameters interface in which you can see the design spectrum and elastic spectrum in the middle. Also on the right-hand side, you can see the spectrum points. Of course, these spectrums are calculated as per the selected earthquake code and with using the user-defined parameters, seismic and structural parameters given on the left-hand side. Also, ProtaStructure can automatically detect some of the irregularities, some of the seismic irregularities on your structure, and also for the other ones, you can specify them from here, and then their penalties will be applied to your model by ProtaStructure. From this button, you can calculate and assign your wind loads and story levels. With this one, you can calculate the non-structural component loads. And next to them, we have a shortcut for the load libraries again. We have discussed that. And here you can see the slab load calculation method, which I have discussed earlier. So you can, the default one is the yield line method, and you can change it to the finite element method from here. And if you change it, you have to do load decomposition by finite element analysis. Also, the live loads are applied to your structure with a checkerboard patterns. Here you can see that the different cases that the loads are applied. And with using this point line and area loads button, you can add some point line or area loads on your slabs. And from here you can enter the temperature difference data, and from the snow load calculations you can calculate snow loads for certain cases. So after loading and before the analysis, we may want to review our model. So ProtaStructure offers you an automatic building model check from here. So what this does is it investigates your model and detects the inconsistencies, such as the overlapping members, for example, such as the overlapping axes, not used axes, and so on. So before the analysis, I strongly recommend you to conduct the building model check and fix your model if you get any errors. Also, you can relabel your members from left top to right bottom or right top to left bottom, and so on. You can select which members you want to relabel, and then if you start the relabeling, it will change the labels of your columns, beams, and walls, and according to the rules that you have selected from the interface. And also, we can move members to axes, delete unused axes, and fix almost orthogonal axes automatically from these functions. And the software can automatically check your slab thicknesses and wall thicknesses, and it can list the member property assignments for each member. And here we have the visual interrogation. It's another important aspect of ProtaStructure. This is a very important tool that you can use during modeling, and after analysis, after design, you can use this tool in each part of your of the workflow. So, for example, you can see different column sections, different beam sections, different slab thicknesses, and so on to control your sections. And also you can see the used materials as well. And for example, after you load your structure and you want to check if you have loaded your structure correctly, you can use this part to, for example, check slab additional dead loads, slab live loads. And after the design, you can see the design status of each element. You can see the steel utilization ratios. You can see pile capacities, strong column, weak beam checks, and so on. So again, it's a very helpful tool for you. It can be used in each stage of your workflow. And next to that visual interrogation button, you can see some shortcuts for certain visual interrogation features, such as design status, beam wall types, slab additional loads, etc. So we have reviewed our structure. Now we can move on to the analysis. And at the left-hand side, you can see the analysis manager, in which all of the conducted analysis are listed. So if you have done building analysis, it will be there. If you have done finite element floor analysis, they will appear in the analysis manager. So, and you can delete the existing analysis from there if you want. So let me move on to the building analysis menu. And in this menu, in the pre-analysis tab, you can find some general information and important shortcuts for setting center, for system parameters, for loading combinations, and window and story loads. And also the materials are previewed here, the used materials. And again, we have a shortcut for edit materials part. In the model options, you can set the options for your analytical model. So for example, you can specify the material and section effective stiffness factors, which will be used for the cracked concrete load cases. Also, you can find the soil structure interaction options here. And you can set if you like to how you like to model your shear walls in the analytical model. You can use mid-pier model, or you can use finite element shell model, which is the state of the art right now. So similarly for the slabs, you can set them to be included in the building model. You can set their shells, mesh sizes here. You can set stories to be meshed. For example, only the fourth story will be meshed for this model during the analysis. And also you have the rigid diaphragm options on the top. You can set slabs to define rigid diaphragms. You can set single diaphragm per floor level, or you can set no rigid diaphragm for floor levels. And also you can specify the stories with diaphragm definitions. So in this model, we will have slabs to rigid diaphragm for story 1, 2, and 3, and there will be no rigid diaphragms for stories 4 and 5. So after you set your options, you can move on to the analysis from analysis tab. So here we again have the building model check shortcut. If you have forgotten to do it, you can do it just before the analysis. And if you press this button, the analysis will start at first, the software will automatically convert your 3D physical model into an analytical model, and then it will do the analysis. After the analysis, you can display the analytical model like this. So you can see the displacements. You can animate the displacements. You can see the deflections for each direction, and also you can see the internal forces, internal reactions by drawing diagrams. And also we can draw contours on top of the shell elements, all of which will make you understand better your building. Okay, so in addition to the regular building analysis, we have also finite element floor analysis, which isolates the active story and performs a finite element analysis just the vertical loads. And we have finite element foundation analysis. And as we have mentioned before, we have load decomposition analysis here. In addition to those, we can do seismic joint design. And we have nonlinear analysis capabilities for regular nonlinear analysis and existing building assessment. We can do pushover analysis and time story analysis in ProtaStructure. So after the analysis, you pass to the design phase. Here with this button, with design all button, you can design all the elements that you have modeled in the model that you have in the model. So similar to the modeling tab, we have organized concrete members on the left and steel members on the right. So you can go one by one for columns, beams, rib beams, foundation beams, and so on, and design all of your structural members and get their calculation reports. The same applies to the steel members. You can design your columns, your steel columns, beams, and other types of steel members from here. In addition to those, ProtaStructure has CFRP for retrofitting reinforced concrete columns and beams, which is used in retrofitting purposes. Also, we can design your formworks. You can get this calculation reports and detailed drawings from here. After the design, You can move on to drawings and reports. For concrete drawings, you can switch to Prota details, and you can produce your reinforced concrete drawings from here. Also, before passing to the Prota details, you can preview certain drawings in ProtaStructure. For example, this is the form plan for the second story. So this drawing will be exported to the Prota details once you launch it. For the steel members, you can launch steel members and steel connection design. You can switch to Prota Steel. Your model will be imported to Prota Steel, and you will be able to do connection design, and you will get your assembly drawings and your part drawings. Also from here, you can get the concrete quantity extraction. And finally, you can create your reports. From here, you can create cost analysis checks, which contains mostly the seismic checks of your building. For example, you can see the strong column check reports from here. We have many different reports for your structure. And after you have created the reports, you can combine them using the report manager. In report manager, in the middle, the available reports are listed. They're organized into model information, analysis reports, and design reports, and so on. You can take the reports that you're interested in, drag them, and drop them to the left, and they will drop into this list. So in this list, you can change the orientation of the reports, and then once you're satisfied, you can save this list to be used in later projects. So you do not have to do it for each of your projects. You will have a report set, and you can use it for all of the other projects. So after creating this report, you can export it to Microsoft Office, or you can export it as PDF. And the next up is the BIM tab. Here you will find all of the shortcuts for BIM abilities. For example, you will have the IFC import and export tabs. You will have the XF tabs, SAF. You will have the Revit tabs, and also you can export the view of this active window to an image. So you can export this view as an image. You can export to 3D printers. You can export your model to 3D PDF, and also you can export your analytical model to SAP 2000, ETABS, or OpenSeas to compare the results. Next to the BIM tab, we have the display tab. Here, using the display settings and layers and color settings, you can change color and color of the background. For example, you can change the color of columns, hatch of the columns. You can change their opacity, and you can achieve your desired coloring in the views. And also we have a shortcut for period interrogation here too, for your convenience. And let me talk on a little bit on these layers. So on the right hand side, you see a button called vertical menu. So this will deactivate and activate the vertical menu here, which is the same as this menu. So this is very handy because if you work with a complex project, you may want to hide some members. For example, you can hide your beams, you can hide your columns, you can hide your partition walls, you can hide your claddings, etc. So in addition to those hide functions, you can use select and hide selected. You can use show selected only, and this will This will help you when dealing with complex projects. And next to the display, we have the views page, views tab. So each view in ProtaStructure can be undocked. You can make them full screen like this. You can move them to your second screen if you have one. And you can dock them. Sorry for that. You can dock them side by side like this. You can have all the views, all the active views be shown on the screen. You can tile them vertical, horizontal. You can reset the view. From here, you can create, you can open a new plan view. You can open a 3D physical model view. You can open a new one. You can open the 3D rebar model, and you can access your analytical model here. Lastly, I will talk on the Help tab. In this tab, you have the link for the basic training guide for ProtaStructure. You have the link for ProtaStructure Help Center, and you have the license-related buttons here, like you return license to server, like about ProtaStructure, which will show your license information. Also, you have the check updates button, which you can check the updates if there's any. You can do your updates from here. And lastly, let me show you the start page. So once you open the software, this page will welcome you. On this page, you will see the Open Project button. You'll see the New Project button. You'll see your recent projects. On this pane, on the middle, you will see your license information. On the bottom of that, you will see the software updates. And we have the resources pane and news and videos pane. That was basically it. We have overviewed the menus and buttons in ProtaStructure. And this brings me to the end of my speech, let's say. Thank you so much, and I will see you next week.